Hi everybody, thanks so much for joining us. This is our May video log. I'm Dan Cunliffe, Managing Director of Pangea, and once again thanks so much for tuning in. It's been a bit of a weird month, I suppose, for us. Again, find ourselves with a nice backdrop, but running around between meetings, and thought I'd quickly jump in and update you guys on what's been going on. Probably some of the most interesting things is we've had a few new starters in the operations team. Chris Ramika, our Ops Director, is pleased to have a few new bodies to train and to get them onto his regime in the operations team. Due to the growth, we have to obviously make sure that our partners are well looked after, so we'd like to welcome the guys who've joined us in that side of the world. If you work in the operations side of some of our partners, you probably get to meet some of them very shortly. I wanted to spend a little bit of time this time talking about some innovative ideas. We talk a lot about kind of what we've been up to and what the industry's been up to, but there was two specific things that sort of caught my eye this week that I was researching. One of them was Ford, which is obviously a large global vehicle manufacturer, has started to look at embedding sensors into their cars. They're working with a company called Flex, who does these little sensors, and what they're trying to understand really is a kind of a biometric understanding of whether or not you might fall asleep at the wheel. So it starts to kind of analyze you, send that information to something like a 999 service or an emergency service, that in case you have fallen asleep, they can detect it almost immediately and try to prevent it by alerting you or doing something within the car. The other reason for it is that they also have sensors that are learning about carbon dioxide levels in the vehicle. So if by chance you were to lock an animal in the car by accident, or even worse, a child or something, you can get alerted that that the carbon dioxide levels are really, really low, or perhaps even too high in the car. That can be dangerous. Another company that I had a look at is a company called Pillsy, P-I-L-L-S-Y. The links are available in the YouTube feed, but what makes them really interesting, it's a very low priced lid for a pill dispensing or a pill box, and it's affiliated with things like the NHS, or in America the FDA, where it will allow you to effectively say how often you are supposed to take your medication. And if you forget, it will remind you either through an app or through some really cool LED lights on the actual top of the pill box. Currently works over Bluetooth, but is also looking to work over other mediums based on proximity. Just a really simple device, I suppose, but again fits within the IoT space of driving efficiencies, helping people get their healthcare a lot earlier. So I thought I'd bring those two up. Ford biometric sensors with a company called Flex, quite a cool little invention going on there. And then Pillsy, something very, very simple, but actually could have lots of influence on healthcare, and particularly the elderly. So back to Pangea, some really cool things that happened to us and we're looking forward to is we've been yet again announced as finalists for two specific awards, and two different awards, I suppose, publications if you want. So in CRN, we have been given the finalist for Best Partner Program. Pretty proud of that one, because we obviously work specifically in the channel and really push to be the IoT's choice, or the channel's choice for IoT is our main focus. And the other one is also on the Comms Business Awards. We've been made finalists for the Best IoT or M2M Provider. So very excited, some really cool opportunity there, opportunity to spend time with our partners over a quiet drink or three. And also for those who've been nominated at the same time, really wish you guys best of luck on the evening. Finally, another month of June, we're coming into summer. Fortunately, caught a lucky day on my travels today, but lots going on, particularly with some new events that we're going to be at. So around about the middle of June, there's a very, very interesting event that some of our team are going to be at called Tech Accelerate. That's spelled XLR8, and that will be down in London. Loads going on in new startups, new ideas. IoT is very much in the middle of a lot of these startups ideas, and so we're going to be there, going to go check it out, and hopefully try and support some of these upcoming and innovative companies to grow their tech. That's about it really for this month. I'd like to say thank you again for joining us. Please do tune in, follow us on Twitter, which is @PangeaConnected. If you're on LinkedIn, you can search for Pangea Connecting Everything. And of course, just add the website, which is pangea-group.net. Thanks again for joining. If you want to know anything more, please do check out the YouTube credits after this. I'm Dan Cunliffe signing off. Thanks so much.
you.